Man, shouts out to Alex Pereira and this man Khalil Rountree saving UFC 307. I'm not trying to hate on the card or nothing. I don't think any of us are going to write home about it. And, it's always tough. I don't care who you are out there. I'm never going to trash women's MMA because I love it. But, man, when we're sitting here at 1:30 in the morning and right before the last fight, we got to sit through the co-main event women's title fight that, always goes 5 rounds. And, thankfully tonight, you did have a close one, I guess, when it came to the scorecard. But boy, is it tough sitting there for that 30, 45 minutes with the walkouts and everything that you're just sitting, wish you could skip it sometimes. But this man, Alex Pereira, I mean, how many times is he going to come on and just absolutely save a card? Like, this dude right now is on an absolute tear. And like I said, I'm not shocked at all when it comes to this man Khalil Rountree. I've already did a video on it. I might be one of the only few out there, and it absolutely makes me so damn mad when I'm hearing John Anik, and you got DC and you got Rogan sitting there talking about if Khalil Rountree pulls this off, it'd be one of the bigger upsets that we've seen. And it's like, is it really, man? When these guys are so explosive and so big like Khalil Rountree and throws such crazy and wild stuff, I mean, some's bound to land sooner or later, and it definitely had him rocked a couple times. There's an argument that he was winning at least the first 2.5 rounds until, Alex Pereira started taking off at the end of the third, and more importantly, that fourth round. But I mean, let's be honest here. Shouts out to Khalil Rountree for actually like all these other guys, Jamal Hill, Yuri Prohashka, everybody, twice with Yuri. They're always talking about, we're going to give the fans a show. We're going to go out there and prove we can strike. And they always leave getting killed. But I mean, Khalil Rountree ultimately gets destroyed here at the end of the fight. But to bring it like that and to give us a good fight at 205 for a heavyweight or for a light heavyweight title shot, that, I mean, we really haven't seen that, great of fights. You had some of the Glover Teixeira fights with Jamal Hill and Yuri, but I mean, look what Alex Pereira did when he got a little younger guy go in there and a little more explosive, a little more in his prime. Like, no hate towards Glover, but I mean, come on now. Come on now, man. Shouts out to Alex Pereira. Some of them landing combos at the end were absolutely nasty. And I've been saying it every time after he fights. What are we going to do with the guy? I personally, there is a chance Rakic goes out there and knocks out Ankalaev. I get it. There is a chance. But if Ankalaev gets by there, are we really going to sacrifice this man? When we're going to see Alex Pereira, we're going to think of him losing to Israel Adesanya, another great. Another all-time great. If he goes up to heavyweight, you could have him lose to John Jones, which it seems like he's going to retire after the Stipe fight. But I'd rather him get mauled by somebody like Tom Aspinall, or, maybe even have a chance to beat Tom Aspinall, than sending him out there and getting just absolutely tossed around by, Magomed Ankalaev. And Ankalaev's got the power to maybe even knock out Alex Pereira, who, shows that he can get hurt. But when it comes to Alex Pereira right now, at such an old age, 37, about to be 38, it doesn't feel like it when you watch him fight. But, as soon as he starts losing one or two more, I'm sure he's probably going to retire. He's collecting the cheddar now. He's always talking about it. But, man, I would love to see him just go for the stars. Why not send him, for the third belt? Like, in my opinion, why not? If John Jones and Stipe are going to retire, why not? Why not send him back down to 185 and see what he could do with Drakus, or let Drakus come up? Like, I think these are more fun. I know I'm always somebody that's crying here that, it should be fair. And look what happened with Bilal Muhammad and Merab right now. Look at these guys. And you can even say with Raquel Pennington, you could even show them, or you could even show Juliana Pena now, these people that just go out there and just grind them out. And, maybe not the funnest to watch, but hey, look what happens when they get the title shot finally, when they're not getting looked over. Sure, but when it comes to Alex Pereira, who's such a special guy, I mean, I'd rather just see him do anything else than go out there and most likely get absolutely mauled by this man, Magomed Ankalaev. And I get it. He could go out there and knock him out, and it would make his star even bigger, but I feel like there's a few more things you could do with him. I feel like he only has, 3, 4, 5 fights max, unless he keeps knocking people dead like this. But, I mean, my goodness, dude. It's off to the races for the guys. You guys can name anything for him right now. Him to go fight, some high-level boxer like Usyk or something. You can name anything right now, and I'd be absolutely down with it. And there's no way you could count this man, Alex Pereira, out with whatever he's got going on right now. It's absolutely magic. I don't know if it's this voodoo stuff that, Yuri was talking about and all of a sudden Israel Adesanya is talking about, but whatever it is, it's working for the man. And yeah, I still just can't get over how proud I am of this man, Khalil Rountree, to go out there and just put on a performance like that. Yeah, sure, you're leaving getting knocked out and you're going to be a highlight reel, but we can't forget what you did in that first 2.5 rounds, 3 rounds. Had some great moments, had him hurt a couple of times. Like, I was impressed with his performance. Everybody was counting him out, so it was fun to see that. But, when it comes to these co-main, I won't talk much more about this stuff because, UFC 307, I want to shout out Jose Aldo. That man, a phenomenal, one of the only people I would allow to come out with a crown. Shouts out to the dude. But, Mario Batista just being a little more young and, maybe just a little more gas in the tank, especially at elevation. It was just phenomenal to go out there and see somebody like Jose Aldo do the damn thing. You can shout out Joaquin Buckley for getting his dub against Wonderboy Thompson. And it was shocking, too, because Wonderboy was looking freaking good for his age, Phenomenal stuff. It sucks with Kevin Holland. Shouts out to Roman Dolidze, I guess, for doing the damn thing and even putting him in that position. Anthony Hernandez still doing the damn thing. Everybody's doing. Like, it was crazy to see what Ryan Spann and Ovince St. Preux still fighting. Like, sheesh, like, my goodness. But when it comes to these co-main events, and when it came to the Kayla Harrison and Caitlin Vieira fight, let's just be honest real quick, man. Even though I don't even want to talk about it because the fight sucks, but when we're sitting here, and I hate picking apart the commentary because I love John Anik, I love Joe Rogan, I love DC, I love them all. I do. I even like Michael Bisping when he's on there. I think these guys do a great job. I think it's a lot harder than it looks, but boy, do I hate when they're picking people apart. When Caitlin Vieira is a killer, man. I know she's lost a few. She's a woman fighter. I know a lot of people don't like women's MMA, but still, this girl's not no easy walk in the park. I mean, this girl's a killer for me. Like, you're telling me that she wouldn't have gave, Juliana Pena or Raquel Pennington tonight a hard fight? Wouldn't have been pretty much the same fight we watched? You're telling me she wouldn't have done that? I mean, she probably would have beat both of those girls tonight. And so for Kayla Harrison to go out there and struggle just a tad with getting her down and everything, like, I still was impressed by both ladies. Like, for them to pick that apart and then to not pick apart the actual women's title where both of those ladies, Kayla Harrison and Caitlin Vieira, most likely are probably beating Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena. Like, man, come on now. And if I'm being completely honest with you right now, I couldn't even tell you who they ended up calling the winner for this Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena fight. Like, did I walk away and put the kiddos to sleep? Like, yes, I did. I couldn't tell you who's the champion right now. I'm sure it looked like Raquel Pennington was winning round 5, but boy, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. So I wouldn't be shocked to Juliana Pena. I couldn't tell you who won. Was it a draw? Sure. I don't even care. But still, to pick these ladies apart, I think Kayla Harrison still could go out there and probably take out Juliana Pena or Raquel Pennington or any single one of them. So, I mean, it's just tough sitting here at 1:30, 1:45 in the morning after watching the ladies. You almost don't even want to talk about it. But UFC 308, my man Max Holloway, I know it's at 2 o'clock for us, at least for us, over here on the East Coast in the U.S., but boy, that man Max Holloway, Aaliyah Tapira, my man Robert Whitaker and Hamza, I mean, that fight card, whoo. But I had to talk about this man, Alex Pereira. He deserves it, man. He deserves it. He been doing the thing. So let me know what y'all think. UFC 307, not that great for me, but you guys let me know. I guess it's still fun to see the fights. But as always, your boy Steven Moustaris. I'm going to bed, baby. So everybody have a good one.